Welcome back everyone to another YouTube video. Today is our second week of our program. So we got some notes from our coach from last week. Basically, my ego is taking a toll on me at this point. I don't know if I've talked about this, but basically the whole reason I got a coach and the whole reason I want to follow a program is because yes, I know a lot about fitness, and yes, I've been in the gym training for a while, but at the end of the day, I haven't gone through a full powerlifting program. I just know kind of the basics to get me up to a higher weight, but I have been plateauing. So I decided to get a coach. So usually when I work out, I let the ego usually get the best of me, and I may not go that high, and I'm telling myself it's not that heavy, but at the end of the day, it is heavier than I'm supposed to be. So last week, I went a little heavier than I was supposed to be. A lot of my RPEs were at 8 or 7, and they were supposed to be at like 5 to 6 kind of deal. So my coach kind of stenciled in some weight ranges for me, and I'm going to try and follow those RPEs a bit better and hit that target instead of trying to lift as much weight, because at the end of this program, my body's just going to be wiped, right? We're slow and steady, just lifting, making that progress, getting that reps in. But if I'm lifting heavy, I'm just going to destroy my body and I'll just get injured at the end of the day. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I changed up my setup. I bolted this into the ground so that I'm going to take these out, or I may just leave them in. But I'll be squatting here, and then I'm going to be putting my bench here, and then I'll just deadlift here. For a couple reasons, I changed it. One of the reasons was I was showing my friend my videos, and he said, "Can you try and face the camera when squatting?" Just to make it a bit more personable kind of thing, and to show a better angle. And another reason is my coach also wanted it to be front facing, but he also wanted different angles. So usually I'm just straight on and just facing the camera, but I think that I'm going to change up the angle. So I'm going to put it over there at some points, or over there, and just get like a kind of 360 view, except for the back. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the back, but I'll play around with it, see what angles work, see what angles don't. At the end of the day, I'm just starting this channel, so I'm not too worried about how good or bad these videos turn out. I'm trying to play around with it to find the best and the worst things to do, so that when, who knows, maybe I have 1,000, 500 subscribers, whatever kind of amount of subscribers, and I'm getting 100 views a day on my videos. That's when I'm kind of like getting into the flow of like where I should be setting up my camera, on the right, on the left, kind of just getting everything down packed. But for now, for you guys that are watching this, you guys get to kind of experience everything that's happening, all of my little like adjustments to the video. So right now I adjusted just kind of the atmosphere of turning the squat rack around, bolting it in so that I could take away the plates so that they wouldn't get in my way. I'm going to see how that plays out, and hopefully that everything goes well. But yeah, let me know in the comments if there's anything that I can do to make this video a bit more enjoyable to watch. And yeah, let's get to it. So today is day 1 of week 2. We have primary squat plus secondary bench press day with some push accessories. So for what you guys are going to be seeing, I'm going to be doing my low bar squats. It is an ascending set of 5. So we're going to be starting light and going up in weight for 3 sets of 5 reps. And the other thing that my coach said was that my weight jumps were a bit too small. So I'm going to be jumping around 10 to 15 kgs while in my working sets. So a note that I got from my coach was that basically he's noticed that I fatigue kind of early in a sense with my squats. So he wants to kind of take away that fatigue by getting me to do the most amount of weight with the least amount of reps, meaning I need to make bigger jumps so that I'm not destroying my legs with all these reps and sets. So I'm going to be making bigger jumps in my warm-up so I can get to that working set weight within 3 warm-up sets and then bang out the 3 working sets with a 10 to 15 weight jump in between and see how that plays out today. Today we're doing our low bar squats and then we have the fatigue triple at the end. After our squats, we will be getting into our 3 count pause bench press, which is always fun, which is, the best is also that after our squats, we have our 3 count pause comp grip bench press. The best part is that it is 3s. So we're going to be doing 5 sets of 3 reps each. I love 3s. I mentioned it before. 3s are one of my favorite. So I'm just kind of glad that I get to do it within bench press. I don't like benches much, but I like 3s. So, it's like a lose-win, but in the end a win-win because my bench is going to get stronger by the end of this, and I'm going to learn to love it. I was looking at getting a proper power rack, like a combo rack of like bench and squat, until I saw the price. That is a crazy amount. So like a proper combo rack that has like the squat and the bench, that also comes with like a flat bench, which I would like a flat bench because like most of you know, in my other video, my bench that I have right now is just one that I got off of Amazon. But yeah, I was looking at it and the price is like 2,000 plus, like upwards to 3,000, which is insane to me. I don't have that money right now. I work at F.45. I work about 8 hours a week, and the rest of the time I have during that week, I'm spending that time to film and pursue kind of my dreams in filming and powerlifting. So most of the time I'm editing, filming, or I'm lifting, right? And I have that small time that I'm at work, and I have those 8 to 10 hour weeks, and I'm not getting paid much, but work is allowing me to get just enough money to pay for the things that I need. And then it's also giving me the time that I need to film and edit. So I'm not too upset about it right now. I know that God is in the works. He has put me here for a reason, and I don't want to spend this time kind of doing nothing, wasting it. I think God has put me in this job with minimal hours so that I can pursue weightlifting, pursue filming, pursue YouTube. It's something I've always wanted as a kid. Ever since I was younger, I had friends, but I used to be a bit of a loner. I always thought no one liked me, so I used to keep myself away from people because I thought that would be the best thing to do for others. I don't know, I always felt like I was ruining other people, so I would keep myself away from others. But turned me into a lonely kid. And basically what I would do, I would sit on YouTube for the majority of it and watch YouTubers. And it always intrigued me. Like, these guys are doing what they love in life, filming it so others can also enjoy it with them. And they're making money, so that's their profession. They're just enjoying life and helping others because they helped me. Like, I felt so lonely until I would open up that YouTube video of the sidemen just, enjoying their time together, filming little videos together. I felt a part of that, and that's kind of what I hope I can do for others with these videos, other than obviously kind of giving you some information on the gym and weightlifting, how I view life. But I just, in the end, want to help others and maybe make someone feel less lonely with these videos, because as a kid, that's what YouTube helped me with. I felt a lot less lonely as a kid with YouTube. And as long as I remember, that was kind of my dream. Like, everyone has their kind of dream. Maybe not everyone, but a lot of people. Like, I went to college for firefighting, and a lot of people in that program were like, I've wanted to be a firefighter since I was young. I've been waiting for this moment. I've done so much to get here, right? I, on the other hand, was like, firefighting would be a good job because I get to help people. I get paid, barely working, so I get to do other things within my time. But it's not something that I've loved like others have. Me and my friend were talking about this on our podcast. Go check it out. Beyond the Surface with Robbie and Angelo. But we were talking about how, at least what I believe is, we all kind of are born with this passion, this love for something. And as we grow up, we get to experience the world and jobs and occupations and how people are making money and living their lives. And we tend to fall in love with or really gravitate towards what we find is the best for us, what we find is going to make us the happiest, quote unquote happiness. Maybe not happiness, but like enjoy life, right? Because happiness is an emotion and it comes and goes. But just to enjoy life. And for me, I grew up and I always wanted to help people. I always wanted to help people feel a part of things as well. I remember as a kid, I used to always want to help, like, the kids getting bullied, but I didn't know how to, and I was getting bullied, and I was the kid that would kind of stray away, and if I didn't fit in, I just kind of stayed away, which is being part of the problem, because I didn't help the kids that were being bullied, but I always wanted to. I'd always, like, at night come up with these plans to help the kids that are being bullied, and then I'd go to school and I'd say nothing, or I'd join in with the bullies, and then I'd be part of the problem, right? And it's just difficult because as a kid, I always wanted to fit in. I always wanted friends. I always wanted people to like me. And it wasn't until recently when I realized, like, I just need to be myself, and the people that like me will like me, and the people that don't, well, they won't. And that's okay because they're just not my people to hang around, right? Sometimes, yeah, that is a lonely route to take, to be true to yourself, because a lot of people in this world aren't true to themselves. But yeah, for me, I fell in love with the gym, with weightlifting, and with YouTube, with social media influencers that actually wanted to make a difference within the world and weren't just doing it kind of for the money. For me, I don't want to do this for the money. I want to do this to spread positivity, to spread awareness, because recently it's been all over the place, but recently, more so than ever, the fitness influencers are just like roided up, and they're open about it, but they're open about it in the wrong way. They're like, yeah, this is the best thing, like basically telling teenagers and kids to like do drugs to get big. Like, because if you don't do drugs, you won't get big, which is so wrong. Like, I know I'm not the biggest, I know I'm not the leanest, but I am getting there without drugs. It just takes time, and that is something that I want to spread awareness with, and these videos will hopefully help me. And I hope that through these videos that this can become my job, and God will provide, as I believe and have faith that he will, right? So that's enough for ranting. This is the start of the video, and I'm already going off. We haven't even warmed up. I started with the bands and started talking. But at the end of the day, this is who I am. I rant a lot. And if that's something you enjoy, then sub. If that's something not, then don't sub. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to stay true to myself. And this is just who I am and how I feel. And not to say my opinions can't change, and I will make more videos and maybe my opinions will change. But one thing that I'm going to make stick is that you don't need drugs to get big. You don't need the trend, the steroids, whatever it is that these social media influencers are taking. You don't need that to get big and get lean. You just need time and effort, and like if you really want it, you will. So yeah, let's get into a proper warm-up because my legs are feeling stiff, and then we'll get into that warm-up sets. All right, so we got our warm-up sets done. I got my knee sleeves on. I checked my program, and my coach put my first working set as 140. So that last warm-up set you just saw was 120. So I put on another 10 pounds on each side, make that 140. I'm gonna hit this for 5, low bar squat, and then we're moving up from there. I believe the next number he put was 155. This is pretty light for me in a sense that I usually use this weight for like warm-ups, not working sets. So it's clear to show that I overdo it when I am training, and my coach, as of right now, wants me to be underdoing it. So let's see how this feels. Knee sleeves on, no belt. I'm gonna leave the belt out of this and work on just firing up through my feet and really trying to grip onto the floor. I really thought that was gonna work. It didn't. That's all right. All right, we're gonna be jumping up another 15. So this is 240. I am gonna be jumping up to 255. So see how this feels. The 240 felt pretty good. And we'll see how this feels. I don't usually jump up 15 kg, which is around like 30, 33 pounds. I usually jump up anywhere between like 10 to 20 pounds, which is around 5 to 10 kgs. So 15 kg, let's see how this jump feels. I want to just show you, I love the kg plates. It's just, come on, like, look at that. Does that not look so satisfying to you? I don't know. For me, it's just, I know I'm weird, but come on. There's got to be other people out there that are like, damn, those are nice weights, you know? Like, that is satisfying, in my opinion. But anyways, this is our second working set. I'm trying to keep good amount of rest in between. This is on the lower end of my weights. Like, usually this weight would be my warm up, so I wouldn't take as much rest in between. But because my coach wants me to do this as my working sets, I have to make sure that I'm still hitting that 2 to 5 minutes of rest in between, so that I'm not fatiguing myself, so that I can actually follow the program properly. I'm a wee bit tired right now. I don't know why, but I feel tired. And I know it may have been because I haven't eaten today. I ate fruits. I did eat fruits, and I drank a lot, and I drank some electrolytes when I woke up. I woke up around like 6 a.m. thirsty. Like dehydrated thirsty, not like needing water thirsty. So I got some of my electrolytes and my water, and I started just chugging water, and then I fell back asleep. And those are like, I love falling back asleep after waking up feeling dehydrated. I don't know if you guys have ever felt that, like just dehydrated, waking up, headache, throbbing, And then like you go downstairs, grab a cup of water, put some salt in it or something, and then you go back to bed and like you go back to sleep and you're just like, woo. And you wake up like an hour, 30 minutes later, feeling so much more rested and so much better. But yeah, that's happened to me last night. I woke up, got some water, got some electrolytes, fell back asleep, and then I woke up again. It was like maybe 2 hours later, an hour and a half later, and I just felt so much more rested. But came back from work, and now I'm just kind of feeling, but I wanted to eat after my training. I usually feel better training on an empty stomach and then eating after, but as of right now, it's not feeling good. So I'm definitely going to have to eat after this and see how I feel. But with that being said, let's get into the second working set. After this, my coach has left it blank, so I kind of get to be the judge of it. He said no more than like 265. So I'll probably hit that 265, and then the fatigue triple, he said no more than 275, I think. I need to check my program, but I believe it's 275. And then, yeah, after that, it's just bench. So let's get to it. All right, so we got 265 loaded up on the bar. This is our last working set of the squats. And then we have our fatigue triple to hit. I honestly was thinking, I don't know, once I play this back, but I feel like I was going over one rep. Like I feel like I was doing 6 reps instead of 5, which in my mind isn't a bad thing. I don't know what my coach is going to say about that, though. So we'll see what happens. But I kept, like, losing count and just kind of focusing on my form. So it kind of messed me up. There's just so much to think about when it comes to squatting that I prioritize thinking about my form over my rep count. Unless I'm getting heavy. Unless I'm going heavier, and then I want to stop thinking about my form and just allow my body to move. But while I'm warming up in lighter weights, form is like the number one thing that I'm focusing on. But then once you get heavier, if you focus too much on form, well, for me at least, I psych myself out. And then I tend to not just move the weight. I focus so much on what my form is saying. But the warm-ups are there for a reason. Focus on that form. Get comfortable. Get into a pattern with your form so that when you move to that heavier set, you don't have to think about that form and your body is doing what it's doing, kind of thing. I don't feel too bad. That is it for squats. Let's get this bench set up. Let's get the bar unloaded and see how the bench session goes. We got the bench set up. We have our 5 working sets of 3 reps. So we are going to warm up. I'm going to do a couple reps with the bar, add on a red, and then go from there. So I just checked my workout program and I saw that the coach put in the notes that I will not be going higher than 100 kgs. This is 70, which is all right because then I think I'm doing straight sets. So I'll warm up with this, load up the 100, and then just stick with 100. He said in the notes that basically I need to work on my 3-second pauses, which in turn I need to lower my weight. So we're really going to work on that 3-second pause. And even if we go 4 seconds, I'd rather go 4 seconds than 3 seconds, and just really holding that weight there and contracting the muscles I need to instead of going loosey-goosey at the bottom of my bench, so that when time comes and comp is there, I can hold that tight. They say press, and I'm ready to just fire up, right? So let's really work on the 3-second pauses here. I'll count my Mississippi's on that one. So hopefully the holds were a bit better, but we can always improve on the next set. So that was our second done. 3 more to go, and then we will be done. Third working set. Let's get this done. My camera is at 16%. Hopefully I can get these done quick enough so that you guys can see it. If not, if you've watched this far, I appreciate you so much. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, just so you know when I'm posting next. I usually try to post at least 3 times a week at minimum, and I'm going to try and keep that habit. I know this is only my 2nd week, but again, let me know what I can do better so that you guys will enjoy the videos a lot more. Let's get this set done. I'm feeling tired, but I just watched this video on YouTube of this 23-year-old powerlifter, and she was doing her squat session, and she literally started the video off saying how tired she was, and that how she had the choice to either keep going and work through that tiredness, or she had the choice of just taking it easy that day. But at the end of the day, working through that tiredness and pushing yourself to your limits comfortably and safely will get you the best results, instead of just taking that easy day because you feel a little tired, right? Just because I'm tired, doesn't give me that excuse. I don't want to take that excuse. So let's get into it. Let's hit this third working set. And then we have 2 more. And that'll be it. I'll hit my accessories later with my little brother at the gym. And we'll go from there. That one felt better, you know? That video I watched, honestly, just gave me a boost of motivation. I felt extremely tight. That felt honestly easier than the last 2 that I just did. That's 3 sets done. Let's get these last 2 going. Let's do this 4th working set. Before that, I'm gonna shout out. If you don't know her, her name is Alba Bastrom. I may be pronouncing that incorrectly, but she was the 23-year-old powerlifter. She competes at Worlds. She is honestly really good, and she lifts heavy for her weight. I know on like a small channel, she has like over 4K subscribers. She gets thousands of views on her videos, but I want to shout her out because her video really motivated me, and I found her channel and it's pushed me to be the better me and just keep going with powerlifting and with the YouTube and just showing the true me, because she goes on these rants as well in her videos, and honestly that's what kind of made me subscribe to her, because I do the exact same thing. So just wanted to shout her out and say go subscribe to her, even though I've got like 28 subscribers. But if you're watching this, shout out to Alba Bastrom. I know I'm saying that completely wrong. It's a Swedish name, but let's hit this 4th set here, and then we got 1 more to go. All right, we started that bench session off tired, not wanting to do it. But that video I watched honestly gave me the boost to do it. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Please hit that subscribe, hit that like button. Comment down below. Let me know what I can do to make these videos more enjoyable. And yeah, even if you want to comment down below, just something about yourself, who you are, how your week's going, a question you got, or anything. I appreciate all the comments, so keep them coming. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.